I made this video in order to spread awareness to the community. To comply with YouTube's privacy guidelines, in this video I can only mention people by their first name, and I will have to blur every picture. Now, pull up a seat, make yourself comfortable, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the video. Recently, in the account selling community of Pokeland, if I can call it that way, there has been some dramas going around, which is honestly more of the same, people calling each other scammers. Of course, when you're being called a scammer multiple times, there's always players that believe in it without any proof, just because there's so many people saying the same. This happens to Mohammed all the time. Mohammed, for those who don't know, is an admin of Pokeland buy and sell group with around like 4,600 members, which is the biggest one at the moment. Keep in mind that I'm not exactly protecting Mohammed, but from what you guys know from me, I'm a person that likes evidence, and so far, nobody ever sent me evidence of Mohammed ever scamming anyone, even though multiple people claim so. With this, I say, you are always innocent until proven guilty. In other words, if nobody has solid proofs of a person having bad actions, they are innocent until you show evidence or that proves otherwise. And honestly, there's even this guy, Jeremy, that some of you guys might know, that also kept posting calling Mohammed a scammer. But honestly, this has to be one of the least reliable players in our community right now. Jeremy is a player that was always buying high power accounts, but as you guys can see from this conversation that he had with me, it seems that this person doesn't really use the brain often, like legit. He asks me if I have Latios and Latios, and since I did not reply, then he asks me what is my problem, claiming that he asked for personalities and I didn't reply. Well, you can see how stupid this person is, and recently he even has a fake profile that he was calling players, like actual voice calls through Messenger, that did not reply to him. And I seriously think that this person has some kind of a mental issue problems. But speaking of mental problems, this is not a video about Mohammed or Jeremy. This is a video about a person named Usman, and as the title suggests, why should you not trust him? First of all, Usman has two profiles now. The main profile being Usman itself, and the secondary profile being Royal Snack. He uses two profiles to help him basically build trust with the players that are more vulnerable. Using Royal Snack account to pretend he's someone else and to tell others that Usman is trustworthy. But before we get into why he does this, let me tell you a quick story of who Usman is and what he did in the past as well. We will go back to May 2020. Usman was sending messages on my Facebook page asking for advices and help like a lot of other players do, right? But honestly, very general questions, sometimes some friendly questions like asking how have I been, then calling me a friend. Of course, I always appreciate when people try to engage on a conversation, but something did not sound right. A few days later, I start getting messages of people asking if I know Usman because he was claiming that I was sending him to talk with people. So he was basically using my name in his conversations without my consent. The first time this happened, I ignored, thinking that he would not do this more times, but then I started getting more and more messages of people saying me like he was using my name, yo Danny, is this guy legit? And I'm like, wait, what, huh? Question mark? He was screenshotting my conversations with my page and telling people that we talk regular, as if I would be his best friend or something. So this time I decided to take some actions to spread awareness. I posted on the buy and sell page a small text with just 2 screenshots, just saying that people should not trust him if he's using my name. And I also messaged him asking to stop using my name in his messages. His reply was a little bit shocking in a way. He said that he was using my name so that people could lower their shit deals. And guess what? He was the one trying to do shit deals. Usman would basically message people trying to offer really low amounts of money for their accounts, and then he would just harass people if they would decline the offers. I specifically love this one though, where Usman was talking with someone and he calls them Indians. He called Indians cheap for not accepting his offer. And then he tries to say that he wants to have a friendship because they are both Indians. Like, what? This doesn't make sense. And also, if he would be mad at anyone, he would just legit post pictures of the person, calling them a scammer or something worse. I mean, remember when I said that I posted in a group just raising awareness to be careful with them? He even messaged my girlfriend saying that he contacted the police. Yeah, my girlfriend instantly noticed that this person wasn't the smartest on earth, so she just sent me the screenshot and ignored him. And well, in that time, he was just trying to tell people that I was scammer too, right? He was threatening me, and if there would be any person trying to protect me or say anything similar, well, he would just arrest that person too. So after all of this, Usman got banned for a couple groups, the time went by, and I've rarely seen this guy in the community until recently. And this would be the key point of the video, which is raising awareness for what he's doing right now. Usman always showed a need of having powers, just so that he could brag about how many pages he's admin on, and he joined a buy and sell page that has Nitsua as admin, and after a while of good actions, Nitsua thought that he was a trustworthy guy and gave him the moderator role. Of course, having the moderator role leads to other people to think that he's trustworthy, and that would boost his ego much more. With this new moderator power, apparently there are a few players that sold their accounts with Usman as a middleman, and everything went well. But now you guys ask me, well, okay Danny, if everything went well, why all of this? You see, remember when I mentioned that Usman had two accounts, Royal Snack and Uzman? Somehow, recently, Royal Snack was either trying to buy an account or buy or sell an account in the biggest group where Mohammed is an admin. After a conversation, Mohammed told him that he had to be the middleman. So Mohammed had to be the middleman of that transaction. And keep in mind that nobody is forced to use a middleman, and I do agree with that. But I'm assuming that since the Royal Snack sounded a little bit sketchy, Mohammed wanted to be sure that the sale would go well. And well, this leads to Royal Snack to not like this idea and decides to post about Mohammed being a scammer. There again, more people posting about Mohammed being a scammer. And this is where I decided to show up. I don't have better screenshots because the post was deleted, but I basically just commented on the post saying that the screenshots that he posted was just Mohammed making sure that the transaction would go well. He was not scamming or not even trying to scam anyone. And this was the moment that I noticed that this Royal Snack guy was Usman. Obviously, Royal Snack did not like that I was protecting Mohammed in this situation, and he decided to trash talk towards me. But okay, just making a quick break here and answer a question that some of you are already asking. Danny, how do you know that Royal Snack is Usman? Well, even though they keep claiming that they are not the same person, there are multiple evidences. The way they talk, for example, is extremely similar, and honestly, one of the most obvious ones is the screenshots that they both share. You can easily notice in the screenshots that are taken from the same phone, and I honestly cannot believe that he's this dumb that he forgets about this. Legit, in the Pokemon community, in the Pokeland community, I have not seen anyone taking screenshots with this blue form on the top corner. He's the only one that I know so far. There's also a very small chance that this could be a coincidence, right? So I took one extra step further, and let me tell you that I know that both Usman and Royal Snack have exactly the same IP address. Of course, I cannot reveal it for privacy reasons. I don't want you to take me down, but trust me on this one. Now, with the information that we know, we can just take a look at some of the screenshots where Usman and Craig are talking with each other, forcing a conversation so badly just to pretend that they are different people. Yikes. Moving on with the story, after Nitsua got the evidence that Usman was lying and using two accounts, well, Nitsua decided to remove the moderator from him, and well, Usman did what he does the best. Trash talk more people. Like, legit, that's the only thing that this guy knows how to do ever since I know him. If anything goes wrong, he just harasses people and calls them names with no evidence of anything. But okay, with this, Usman decided to create his own group of buying and selling, trying to get recognition. But honestly, this this is one of the most hilarious parts of the story. You guys know that anyone can create a group, right? You just need to go to your Facebook and create a group, easy. It's done. Now, imagine someone being so full of himself that he messages people saying that he's like the admin of his own group. Like, legit, he's so proud of himself that he just tells people that he's the admin of a group that himself created like 1 or 2 days ago. Honestly, I could not stop laughing when people sent me this message. It was way too good. There's some memes going around with this as well. Oh well. But why does this happen? How can someone act like this, thinking that everything is normal? He legit says that he destroys people with his arguments that don't even exist. And he even calls himself a big lawyer of England. This is called the Dunning-Kruger effect, which basically means that some people are too dumb to realize how dumb they are. When this effect happens, it usually means that sometimes you might think that you are doing something amazing, but in fact, you're just too dumb to understand that you're doing it wrong. You guys can check more about this in a video from the Infographics show. There are more videos about it, but I really like this one. It's short and simple, and I really suggest you guys to watch it because it's very interesting, and I will leave the link in the description about it. But yeah, back to Usman, and one of the last things that he did was harassing my girlfriend directly. Posting this screenshot on multiple groups, and all I was doing was trying to spread awareness to other people so that they don't trust him. Of course, he posts this with Royal Snack account and then claims that it was not him who did it. This is honestly the most stupid thing anyone could do, which is harassing a family or someone over a Pokemon game. He did this multiple times, even recently when someone posted in the main group asking if Usman was trustworthy. I obviously said it was not. A few minutes later, the screenshot was again all over a bunch of multiple Facebook groups. Now, why is he trying to build his trust with 2 accounts, and why he wants people so badly to say that he is trustworthy? Well, I see 2 possible reasons. One of them can just be about ego. He really wants to boost his own ego, having people praising him so that he can feel so good about it. And the other possible reason could be about a bigger plan. Honestly, according to his past actions, it seems like he's hungry for power. He always seemed sketchy and harassed people if they would not accept his deal. I kind of feel like the bigger plan would be him building up his trust, and one day he finally gets a big account on his hands and he scams it. I don't know. Keep in mind that these last parts are just assumptions, not facts, but honestly, when someone uses 2 accounts to pretend that he's trustworthy, this is what it seems like that's what that person wants to do. Of course, there are still 2 kinds of people that could trust him. The innocent or not aware players that are new to the community, and that's why I want to make this video. People would not know who he is. He can just act nice towards those people. He just can call them bros and friends and bros. Like, seriously, stop. I'm not your bro. And the second one would be the kind of people with similar amount of brain cells as Usman that would basically refuse to understand that he's not a good person. So yeah, don't trust Usman, please. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed.